They say that ain't the truth though. So if I gotta wait this long for it to process, ain't really a long message, but that's it. So where I lost that, I didn't. For somebody to feel like they did, you still had to come here. Other than that, you ain't have my expo or money neither, right? So I'm not talking to them more than big three. Ain't quite the auto industry neither. You know what I mean? So you get mad how much I don't want a car if I did have my payment right. You know what I mean? But I'll buy her one. But they say they know this type of rich too. You know what I mean? So whatever. Cause that is 1989, whatever y'all made that way, and then whatever came back to be that way. And then where we at, if that ain't it. So I don't need a cherry pick, nothing at the top of what I do. You know what I mean? Like, because a watch list, right, y'all say, or flag list, okay, then what's up? I've been in all these government entities, subcontract, whatever, and then there's nothing going on. Other than that, he gonna hold himself different in this conversation and still can't stand wrong for what the fuck I say. But you can't afford what you take off here too. You know what I mean? But y'all wanna say y'all kid this gifted also. You know what I mean? So I don't know them falling nothing here. If, you know what I mean? Cause I'm not. If I'm still on my 7-2, right? So whatever they talking about back then, okay, they let them be where they say they was at. You know what I mean? By then, right? So what's that? So every throne out here, the United, the UN, right? At this point, and if not, then I don't know what to tell them either way. If we got psychics here and shit like that, excuse me, say they know and don't, and get mad how much I prove them off me. So I ain't left out of there with, you know what I mean, nothing also, but they can't say I ain't got a new diagnosis for what I know. Other than that, your voices don't mean nothing in the mind. If I still got to do and know I'm right. I said y'all were lowered at that point. Whoever wants to keep getting lowered on my, or what I got here, or whatever, my conversation, my right in it, then you still had to come here. And how fool is that at this point? Like it was supposed to be, or me to, was supposed to be tested that way without, because by now it ain't nothing but two to me, and that's Expo and money. Other than that, that's three, that's Google, that's government, that's Hollywood. And by the time those details get hashed out my way, from back then for where I'm at now, who out the most really is gonna be on this platform here, and whatever business beforehand for how y'all see me. And still can't say that orientation didn't promote content through y'all, and still can't say that didn't come back to me. That's what I'm saying. Those mannerisms, those languages, whatever in that set orchestration that's predominant under what they will put out there as far as movie or whatever, that is going to sit on here for a while. So I do what I do, and then once I buy it, they don't say that ain't what it is, or it's for the like or whatever, and then that's how much y'all pulled on me. This is where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? And I can see that skill that way. You know what I mean? So I'm not stupid there neither. So I'm gonna say it is a God also in that orientation, but with man, I forever still feel I gotta argue my point. I don't. So that's one less person I feel like is qualified to speak this way, right? So Lord, education they could claim, but again, respect that you are. You know what I mean? Or mind yours off me, cause stupid wasn't here neither. This mixed orientation says y'all don't have it to say, and when you do, then it's different. So where you at has to be this way, or how can you scale pedigree still, or you know what I mean? It just didn't make sense to me. So either way it go, my prophesized birth where I'm at is different. If I get mine through orientation, through spirit, through actions that's set through TV, or things that will be shown on TV, actions, word, whatever points my way. Like I said, that 80's different for those covers is what I got now, type of thing. So I don't know where that mindset is. You could say I'm a psychic different for that anyway. Other than that, they can't they can't cheat me neither. Cheat me or cheat me for that. You see what I'm saying? So either way it go, my orientation is about this way. Other than that, I whether you had money or not. You know what I mean? Other than that, it was intelligence. I'm not stupid. If someone feel like they talking to me and need to argue me 24/7, like they already lost. Or want to put whatever I put in front of me this way to say they doing it and they know who they was and they lost. Because again, they without my explanation, without my money correctly for what I would show. That way, if I gotta leave 5329 this way, Bella Vista, for what they say they see on Google, and get mad when I got more of that, what they see also. Other than that, I wasn't taking no losses along the way. They know what that was. Other than that, I checked in at your mental facilities and all of that. So if it's still a game, right? Okay, I'm topping my class for telling you how much I didn't lose. So whatever that is Google Photos, is what I'm saying. Other than that, that's whatever y'all want to see, whatever y'all want to put on the news or whatever media outlet out there to reflect the like this way. All right, other than that, that's half orchestrated or half random. I got half random before I got here for orchestrated, and that's 25, whatever. And either way it go, I still got my education. So, stupid wasn't here neither. Right. So if I got like it ain't like I got an innovative mind also, I do. So like I said, you know what I mean, everybody bouncing my orientation for money around, giving me halves or whatever when I know difference for bank orientation and natural business and the like for what it is. Even I felt like even doing business with Davis and Co. You know what I mean, at that point for what I would offer is a sell off my idea. Then since to complete that what I felt like was I don't know, waste, because if I still feel like my orientation is pulled different or I don't have the money, but my buy-in also was 800. Other than that, they say, you know what I mean, to get my pattern started, right? Other than that, because I'm gonna go about what I say here. You know what I mean? So either way it go, you know what I mean, they can't say that's a policy thing when that's part of the business. So if I'm offering you to buy it, then how am I cheating you or you cheating me? You know what I mean? If I go to the bank, but you tell me also that that they won't give me investment loan, right? Or because it's collateral based, whatever. That's what off with that initial plan for that investment loan would be for profit, or would be in conjunction to what that deal would have been. Other than that, for them not to buy it, the value they see in it, they should be able to take it further. Other than that, to say that's not policy was ridiculous. So other than that, and then also second, the fact that even the bank wouldn't give me a vested loan. Again, he didn't know what he's talking about for initial introduction. That says whatever I provided to them was enough to take 800 right now, and can't say that was my best idea I wrote. Other than that, what I had is money. They way, you know what I mean, but can't say, you know what I mean, it ain't scaled for time anyway for a residual get back from the public wise anyway. So like I said, I wasn't done there neither. So people talk my business up, media, whatever. That's Google, Fox, local media. Okay, you talk my business up. You know what I mean? So either way it go, that's fine. It's a like, subliminal. I know my business where I'm at. This is what it is. Whatever that is lined up in Google Photos, what I do that way, that's y'all like. Anyway, that says blood orientation, different, that type of way. So somewhere in there, I guess you could say that's my niche or whatever, how consistent I would get my orientation that way. I'll put it right back in your face that way. Different, however I move and however time it was that way. That's how skilled up I am now for what I would watch or delete. I got majority wise now. Other than that, I know my orientation blood wise for life. That way, off site different and off word different. So